Champ, why the next crash will be a combined force of the dot-com bubble plus the Great Depression plus the Great Recession. Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and let me put this disclosure out here. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an attorney. I'm actually a refugee to America that was lucky enough to turn $100 into multi-millions of dollars right out of college when I was living in my car. Okay, and then I went on starting 3 other businesses, and I wasn't happy with accumulation, and I donated most of my stuff to the homeless. So this is not financial advice, these are just my opinions. Okay, so why do I believe that this upcoming crash is going to have the force, the power, the destruction force of the dot-com bubble, the Great Depression, and the Great Recession? So let's talk about the dot-com. Why do I think it has the same effect as a dot-com bubble? Well, if you look around in the equities market, if you look around in the cryptocurrency market, there are a lot of companies that reminds me of the dot-com era where they don't have any profits, or they don't even have any products, or they haven't even launched anything. However, their stocks are just going up and up and up and up, or the ticker price is going up and up and up. Let me show you one example. One example is IOTA, okay? Now, IOTA is a company that I own tokens in, and I made a lot of money from it, okay? However, IOTA is a great example of the dot-com bubble scenario, because IOTA, if you guys don't know, is a cryptocurrency that wants to be like Ethereum. However, unlike Ethereum, that's actually live, active, there's developers being built on it, there's apps, there's so many different things going on. ADA, Cardano, it's not like that. They're still in the development phase. They don't even have a live product. They just recently was able to create staking, right? So what I'm trying to say is, and you can see in their volume that, you know, they haven't had any volume because it's just it's being developed. It's not, it hasn't even been there. Now they got their test net up, they passed that, they came to their staking, but they don't have any of the stuff that they want to implement. They're just making it. So again, the final product is not done, they're just making it, but you can see how it went from like 9 cents to, you know, $1, right? $1.95, right? So this is a perfect example of what I mean, the dot-com, where there are companies out there and millions of people are buying their stocks or buying their coins or whatever story may be, and these companies are not even producing anything. The same thing is happening into the stock market. There are companies out there that are being evaluated, like if they're GM, right? Like GM's been around since so long, guys, over like, you know, 50 plus years, right? There are companies out there that have the same evaluation of a GM, but they're not even producing anything. Zero. They're just they're just starting their companies. And there's many companies on the NASDAQ and the equities markets that are not even profitable, right? They're not even profitable, but millions of people are buying into them because of future profits. So that reminds me of the dot-com bust, which was going to have one of the devastation in this upcoming crash. Okay, now I also want to talk about why do I think it's the Great Recession. If you guys remember back in 2006-04 fourth quarter, 2006 fourth quarter, I came out and I said that, hey, the market's going to start crashing, the real estate's going to start crashing. And guess what? By 2008, the market had already melted down because of subprime lending, because of mortgage-backed securities. Okay, and what we're seeing the same thing happening now. There's millions and millions and millions and millions of homeowners in America that are behind in their payments. It's called the forbearance, right? Millions of landlords haven't made their payments because renters haven't made their rents. So if you look around right now, there's millions and millions and millions of real estate owners, homeowners, commercial, residential. They're all behind in their payments. And this symbolizes the same thing that the Great Recession did, which is millions of people got foreclosed on. So now you have millions of people getting foreclosed on. You have millions of people that have invested into equities and cryptocurrencies into companies that don't even have a live protocol, or they're not even profitable. Now you're going to add the third ingredient, which is the Great Depression, which millions and millions and millions of people lost their jobs. Okay, and you can see that happening today. So today, there's millions and millions and millions and millions of people every day, every week filing for unemployment. There's millions and millions and millions of people unemployed, okay? And so this is why I say that this upcoming crash is gonna hit hard. It's gonna be devastating, right? Because you're gonna have the shadow or the ghost of these other crashes hinging over us. The .com, the Great Depression when millions of people didn't have jobs, the Great Recession when millions of people lost their homes, and the .com bubble where millions of people bought into businesses or equities they thought were profitable or they're going to make money in the future, but they weren't making anything today. It was just overhyped. And this is why I think the next crash is going to hit so hard. It's going to be so devastating because it's going to have the ghost of the other recessions with it. Okay, they're going to be all bundled. We're seeing millions of people that don't have jobs. We're seeing millions of people buying into companies that are not profitable and have bad evaluations, like we just saw what happened with GameStop. And we're also seeing millions of people that are in the rear in real estate, residential, and millions of people that are going to lose their commercial because of what's happening with the bug 19. So when this crash comes, and I think is right around the corner, guys, okay, in my opinion, not financial advice, when this crash comes, there's going to be a lot of blood in the streets, a lot of blood, because right now, a lot of people feel they're rich because they look at their equities and the price is going up, right? Like, oh, I feel good. They look at their real estate and the price is going up because there's no inventory, because the regulators are regulating and doing stuff that's messing up the free market, the homeostasis of the free market, okay? And so all this is going to, in my opinion, lead into very, very nasty situations for the working class American. Okay, they're going to lose their homes or their equities in their home, where they thought it was equities. They're going to lose what they thought was their wealth in equities in the stocks, equities in real estate, and millions of people don't have a job. So this next coming crash is going to be ugly, in my opinion. But again, I've been telling you guys it's coming since 2016. Right? Now, I don't have a crystal ball, and I didn't really understand how much manipulation the manipulators can do, right? You know, I didn't realize that they can stop, trading of people buying GameStop, right? I didn't realize that the guys in power, the elites, can just stop the buying part but allow the selling part. I didn't realize that the Fed is going to print 20% of in 1 year, right? All the money that's been printed in the history of America. I didn't understand that they can manipulate so much, right? I didn't realize that the ref is going to get in there and be on the side of the winner and pick winners and losers, and they're going to do it openly. So, but again, all this can only take so much. The markets are boiling, and if you ever watch a pot with a lid on it, eventually the lid's going to blow off, right? First you'll see smoke, then you'll see little noise, and then the lid may come off a little bit. It depends on how much water it is in there and how much pressure is in there. Eventually it's going to blow the top, and I think that this time when the top blows, it's going to be dramatic, because we're going to have the grandfathers of these ghosts, the Bob-com, the Great Depression, the Great Recession, all into this new reset. Some people call it a reset, right? Because the dollar is on the verge of collapse, the petrodollar. And these are my opinions, and that's why we're seeing like asses like Bitcoin shoot up what they are, guys. Like, right now as I'm talking, Bitcoin's at $46,000, $47,000. That's why we're seeing an F-150 sell for like $50K just 10 years ago selling for 20K, 15K. In 1996, you could buy the F-150 for 15K on sale, right? Today, you can see that a lot of assets have gone up. If you own real estate, if you own Bitcoin, if you own gold, if all these things have gone up, but a lot of people don't even own any of this stuff, right? And so they're suffering. And this upcoming crash is even going to be a bloodbath, because the people that even own these equities, or they own these assets that they thought were profitable for them or have increased their net worth, they're going to get squeezed too, dude. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button. Don't take no for answer. Remember, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you're kind, you're smart, you're intelligent. Don't be a sheep. Think for yourself. Click the like button. Much love to you guys. Thank you.